Hello students, today we are going to discuss a very important topic. We will discuss about the plasma membrane. We will study about the fluid mosaic model, the composition of cell membrane and its function. So let us begin with the video. Today's lecture is about plasma membrane. We call it as cell membrane and sometimes plasma lemma. These are similar terms, so don't be confused about it. Plasma membrane, also called as cell membrane, is a membrane found in all cells that separate the interior of the cell from the outside environment. That is, it separates the cell from cell's interior environment from outer side environment. In bacteria or plant, or in case of fungi, you will find another covering, what we call it as cell membrane, as cell wall. We will discuss about it in some other video. So for now, you will focus yourself on the plasma membrane. So let us proceed with it. The plasma membrane is consists of two layers of lipids. That is, it is a lipid bilayer. It regulates the transport of material, what is entering and what is existing from the cell. It is selectively permeable. That means it doesn't allow anything to enter or leave the cell. It allows only those molecules to enter into the cell which are required by the cell, and those molecules to exit which are no longer be required by the cell. It provides structural support to the cell. It involved in the variety of cellular functions like cell signaling, that is cell-cell communication, and cell molecule communication, cell adhesion, that is the attachment of cells. For example, in the formation of tissue, cell has to be attached with other cells, and in ion conductivity. So before studying the structure of plasma membrane, let us see the history of the cell. In 1665, Robert Hooke discovered the cell. 1939, cell theory was proposed by Schwann and Sheldon. We have already discussed about it. Lipid bilayer model is proposed by Gotter and Grundle in 1925. They are the first to describe that your membrane is made up of two layers of lipid, that is lipid bilayer model. In 1972, Singer and Nicholson came with their model known as fluid mosaic model. This model is the most accepted model of plasma membrane. So our next topic is the fluid mosaic model. The model was proposed by S.J. Singer and Graham Nicholson in 1972 to explain the structure of plasma membrane. They proposed that the plasma membrane is not static in nature, it is fluid in nature, and it has mosaic in characteristics. So why the plasma membrane is fluid? They explain that the phospholipids and some other protein move laterally, which give it fluid nature. And why it is mosaic in characteristic? Because some proteins and cholesterol especially rest on the fluid like raft in the sea of lipid and give it a mosaic appearance. To explain this, we can take the example of sea with an iceberg. We can take sea as a lipid molecules and iceberg as a cholesterol and protein. It The plasma membrane is made up of sea of lipids and cholesterol and some proteins give it mosaic, or acting as a raft and to give it a mosaic appearance. The detailed structure of plasma membrane is like this. It is made up of lipid bilayer, that is two layers of lipid. One layer is this, second layer is this. The phospholipid is a polar molecule. It has polarity. It has a polar head and a hydrophobic tail. The polar head faces the polar environment, that is aqueous phase outside the cell, and other other leaflet of the phospholipid faces the cytosol phase of the cell. We have some proteins in the plasma membrane. Protein can be divided into two. These are peripheral proteins. Peripheral proteins are not embedded in the cell, so they can easily be washed out. And second type of protein are integral proteins. Integral proteins are embedded in the cell. They cannot be separated easily. Only when the lipid bilayer can be disrupted completely by applying detergent or some other agent. Only and only then we can remove this protein from the plasma membrane. So it is an integral protein. This combination of plasma membrane doesn't allow the entry of polar molecule inside the cell. So how these polar molecules which are required by the cell uh, can get entry into the cell? These only get the entry into the cell with the help of these protein which form the channels and some protein which act as a carrier or transporter that allow the entry of older molecules to enter or leave the cell. We have some other molecules present in the cell membrane. These are glycoprotein, that is a protein that is a carbohydrate attached to the protein molecules, and we have sometimes we have also the glycolipids, in which lipids are attached with the carbohydrate molecule and form the glycolipids. This is the detailed structure of this is the fluid mosaic model and detailed structure of plasma membrane. The next topic is the composition of plasma membrane. What is the chemical composition of plasma membrane? That means what it is made up of. The plasma membrane, as I told you, that is made up of protein and lipids. That's the lipid protein assemblies, which the component are held together by sheet of non-covalent bond. Here you will focus that the non-covalent bonds are very important, be it a hydrogen bond, hydrophobic bonds, ionic interaction. These play an important role than covalent bonds. Lipid bilayers serve as a structural backbone and provide barrier that prevent random movement of water soluble material into and out of the cell. So it doesn't allow the if it allow the water soluble material to come and out of the cell, the existence of cell is not possible. Protein, on the other hand, performs specific function. Each set of different cell has different complement of protein, so contribute specialized function of the cell type. Plasma membrane contains three main components. These components are lipids, proteins, and carbohydrates. So membrane lipids, all the membrane lipids are amphipathic in nature. That means it has hydrophobic and hydrophilic region. They act as a permeability barrier and to maintain the fluidity of the membrane. Out of all the lipids, phospholipid account for 75% of the lipid. Cholesterol account for 20% of all the lipid present in the membrane, and sphingolipid account for 5% of the lipids. Lipid is an amphipathic in characteristic. It means it has two parts, that is the head region, which is polar in nature and hydrophilic in nature, and the tail region, which is hydrophobic in nature. To explain it in detail, you can find that this portion of the lipid is facing toward outside and toward the cytoplasmic side of the cell, while as the hydrophobic tail are stacked together and between the two between the bilayer, and form this type of the structure, and it is exactly the similar structure of the plasma membrane. Phospholipid form the major portion of the lipid, all the lipid present in the plasma membrane. It constitutes 70% of lipids present in plasma membrane. They are most abundant lipid in the cell membrane. There are two classes of phospholipid, that is phosphoglycerides and sphingolipids. Plasma membrane is asymmetric in nature. It has different type of phospholipid in outer and inner leaflet. This increases the fluidity of the membrane. Outer leaflet contain phosphatidyl ethanolamine and phosphatidylcholine, while as inner leaflet contain phosphatidyl inositol or phosphatidylserine and sphingomyelin. Phospholipids are amphipathic molecules, consist of polar head, that is hydrophilic, and unsaturated nonpolar, that is hydrophobic tail. Unsaturation increase the fluidity of cell membrane. Look at the structure of plasma phospholipid. You will find that it is made up of two things, that is hydrophobic head and hydrophilic tail, which is made up of hydrocarbons, that is CS3, CS2, CS2. This is a water heating or water repellent portion of the phospholipid. So the next important lipids are glycolipids. They account only 2 to 5%, and they are actually very interesting membrane component. We know very little about them. What hints emerge that they play very crucial role in the cell function. Nervous system is rich in glycolipids. For example, myelin sheath contain high content of glycolipids called galactocerebrosides. Myelin sheath is the outermost is a covering of the neuron cell, and it has very vital role in the communication of signals. Another important lipid of cell membrane is cholesterol. Hydrophobic ring of cholesterol molecule are flat and rigid. They interfere with the movement of fatty acid tail of phospholipids. Cholesterol regulates the fluidity of the cell membrane. In the higher temperature, it interferes with the lateral movement of the fatty acids, and so it decreases the fluidity of the plasma membrane. But in case of low temperature, doesn't allow the it act as a it doesn't allow the fatty acids to freeze, so it regulates the fluidity of the plasma membrane. Another important component is the carbohydrate. They may be either associated with lipid as glycolipids or with the protein as glycoprotein. They are present only on the outer surface or where they form the part of cell receptor. They are form the part of cell receptor and also help in cell adhesion, cell signaling. The carbohydrate of the glycolipids of the red blood cell of plasma membrane determine whether a person's blood would be a type A, B, AB or O. So the blood typing is depend upon the type of carbohydrate present on the cell membrane of RBCs. So last topic is the function of plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is a protective in nature that is it protect the outer it is the outermost covering of the cell that protects cell from the outer environment. It it help in digestion that it take in food and excrete the waste product. It is selectively permeable that is help in transport across the cell membrane. Have cell surface receptor that help in a cell signaling that is cell to molecule communication, cell cell communication, and it help in cell adhesion that is attachment of cell to other molecules and other cells. It forms the junction between the two cells, so the exchange of material can take place between the two cells. Now this is the end of our topic. Thanks for watching. We shall meet in some other video. Take care.